Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today we are doing a Kroger clearance grocery haul as well as a meal plan and what I plan to do about my shelf cooking month. I'm hoping I last more than that, but to be honest with you, we shelf cook a lot. We take a lot of what we have on hand and make it into multiple meals. I'm sure you've seen that in my videos before. If you aren't subscribed, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. We make videos 4 to 5 times a week all about life here in Northern Colorado on a budget. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely check out some of my playlists. I have emergency preparedness, I have extreme budget challenges, and if you ever have any questions about the ingredients or any of the recipes, just drop that in the comments. I'm pretty good at getting back to you. So without further ado, let's get right into this. We have made it back from King Soopers, which is Kroger. I found a ton of stuff on clearance, and I am happy to say I paid for one thing full price. The rest, I just shopped my app. They're having a huge natural and organic sale. I suggest checking that out before you head in because my digital coupons actually don't load in the store because I have no service. So I will go through these and tell you what I plan to do about my meal plan. I'm going to show you some things that I keep in my shelves. That way I can shelf cook during these low spend months. So first things first, we needed rolls. So what my strategy is just to go into the clearance sections first and then go in to what we actually need and see if there's a sale on that. So I went in and there was a lot of bread on sale. The Kaiser rolls were $1, and the only thing I paid technically full price for are these burger patties. They were $6.99, and my husband loves to eat cheeseburgers, so that is what that was for. We also got some baby back pork ribs for $4.99. Typically these are $9.99. I'm just going to still throw this into the crock pot, although it could be ready in minutes. It says it's fully cooked, but we're going to do it in the crock pot. And then I just got some of the bakery bread. This was $1.67. And then some sourdough sandwich buns, $1.31. And then I was excited to find the Yum Earth Organic. This is a big incentive for the kids, but they were $3.49. There's no artificial dyes in here, which is really awesome. And you know, they do have the rice syrups in there, but a lot of these ingredients are a lot cleaner than your typical Dum Dums or something like that. And then we got some pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, the 10 count. They were, $1. And then this says it's cranberry orange soft tops, but they look like chocolate chip to me. And they were also $1, I believe. $1. So I was excited to find some bakery items there. And then it was $1.50 off of sushi. I don't know if it's because of the day or what. So I got a California salad roll for the kids. They really like sushi a lot, so they'll enjoy that. And then I saw this, not the best ingredients, but I love spice cake. It's so yummy with buttercream frosting. And yeah, that was 86 cents. So I just grabbed one of those. Maybe we'll make some cupcakes or something like that. And then I found these snack medleys. They have the white cheddar and cheese. These were 79 cents. I just picked up 3 of them. I try not to hoard all of the sale stuff, but my King Soopers, Kroger always has so many things in the sale, and I feel like I don't know if people just pass by it or are just afraid of expiration or what, but there's always so many things. I also found some grape tomatoes. These were $1.50 off, and I prefer something a little larger, but I'm okay with grape tomatoes too. We will make bruschetta toast in the morning instead of my typical tomato toast. And then I got the extra sharp cheddar and poblano dip, and that was $1 off of the private selection, so I was excited about that. That will be nice with some chips and crackers and things like that. And then we needed some sour cream. I wanted to make some homemade French onion dip. I will drop my recipe in the description. It's so delicious, and you don't have to use the Lipton soup mix. You can just use your own ingredients, so it's a little cleaner. And then I was excited to find the sprouts on sale. I put these in my salads whenever I can. They are awesome. So good for you and so yummy. These were $1.20, and then the regular just clover was $1.32. So I grabbed 2 of those because I will eat them on salads all throughout the week. And then I found this Boost bento. I thought maybe my husband could take this to work with him. It does have those salted almonds there. There's grapes and blueberries and some cheese. So I don't know. I thought that was a good deal. $161. I don't know the original price, but we typically don't get like prepared things like this. But when they are on sale, it is nice to try things out. And then I got some organic bananas. They were 75 cents a pound, so that's pretty good. The regular bananas are 70 cents, so why not spend the extra 5 cents on organic? I found 2 bags of organic potatoes, and these were 2 for $1. Sometimes my produce section does that. Normally these bags are 99 cents though, so I was excited to find that. The regular bag of russet potatoes, the $3.99, was $3.69, and they were non-organic, so I found these, and the sign said 10 cents, so I will insert that photo that I took to the register because they rang up as 209, and I said to the kid, normally I don't do this, but I said to the kid, you know, it said 10 cents. Am I reading this wrong? He said, no, you're not. Manager called over. He said, that was a mistake on our part, but you can have them. So I took 3 of those. Organic garlic is a lot better than the regular, so got 3 of those, and I'm excited to have like a little garlic operation because we eat so much of it and it's so good for your immune system. So yay. I was excited because I started all of my bulbs earlier this year, so I don't have to start from seed or anything like that. And then I got some organic broccoli that was $1.50 off as well. I got 1 red onion, and then I found some coleslaw. Wilder has taken a liking to prepared things like this, like coleslaw, $1.69. If I'm ever buying cabbage though, I buy a big bag and I make halushki with 1/2 and a big batch of coleslaw for the other half. And sometimes I just saute cabbage and put it on top of pierogies. Those are really good as well. And then I found some arugula. The organic girl was $1.08. These will be gone in like a day or two. I love arugula right now. It is so, so yummy. And then the salad starters were $2 a piece. The super kale and Brussels sprouts will be really good to combine with those. And then I got the very veggie medley. I got 2 gallons of organic milk. They were $5.69, typically $5.99. And that is it. I'm excited. I'm happy that I found some things that I can keep on hand for later, like the cake mixes, and then I'm planning on freezing these cookies. It was nice to find the organic pops and things like that. So I'm excited. I allotted a little bit into our budget to have that happen for us, but I'm going to get this put away and then I will sit down with you and show you my meal plan for the week. And then I have a list of what I have on my shelves that get us through these low spend months. So we are going to start with our pantry. We don't have a very large pantry, but we do have other spaces that we utilize for food, so it doesn't really bother me. We have the Lazy Susan, and in the Lazy Susan, I have sugar and flour, potatoes, I have cornmeal down here, and oats. And then on the other side, I do have the kids' snacks that they can grab and go from. I have those garlic bulbs, and then I have nut butters and honeys, maple syrups, things like that, tea and coffee on the bottom, and the crock pots fit in here too. So there's actually a lot of space in this area. And then I do have the space next to the microwave, and that has a lot of our pastas, our longer pastas, and then some of these easy like scalloped potatoes, macaroni and cheeses, some supplements, vitamins, things like that. And then breads are over here. They're always exposed. We eat a lot of bread, so the bread box isn't used for bread, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then I'll just give you a little tour here. I will show you what I like to keep in my pantry that is close to me. This is my everyday pantry, and then I have a prepper pantry, and then we have long-term food storage, but this one is just about our pantry challenge. So on the bottom, we have just some typical reusable bags, paper towels, just dry storage, essentially. We just have garbage bags, parchment paper, foil, plastic, things like that. And then I also have some larger oils. So I have the organic coconut and avocado blend. I have regular coconut oil. We have extra beers that probably should be thrown out at this point. But then moving up a step, I do keep my dry storage up here as well, just a little portion of it. So we have the La Moderna's macaroni, and I love this because I can make individual pasta salads and macaronis and then not have any leftovers. which I mean can be good and bad. It really depends. And then over here we have some shelf-stable tortellini. We also have beans. So all my dried beans are right here. I have chickpeas in here, so we can definitely be making a hummus at some point. And then when I worked with Nutstop, they sent a ton of just random odds and ends that I typically wouldn't use. They don't really have a space. So sometimes I go through here, like this is goji berry powder for smoothies. There's veggie chips. There's banana chips in there, things like that. And then just some upright things. I have my spring roll wrappers here, and I usually have my sushi nori as well. And then moving up, we have sauces and canned items. So just things that we use pretty regularly. We always have a backup hot sauce, barbecue, coconut aminos, mustard, pickles, sauerkraut, things like that. And then just some random tomato sauces. These are easy to see for me, so I can just pull them out and see what's back there. I know it's a little dark in here. I apologize maybe if I step out and not block the light. And then we just, you know, there's random odds and ends that I can see, which is what's important to me. And that stops most of our food waste. As long as I can see it and I know it's there, then I can put it in the back of my mind or write it down to utilize later. And then up on here, we have these little hanging, I don't know, storage wire racks. I got them at Home Goods probably like 8 years ago. So there's tunas, there's different beans and things like that. So there's more meat items on this side, and then there's beans, tomato sauces, and then tunas on this side. And then up here is my baking. So I have extra yeast, extra flour. These are more of the extras and miscellaneous. I don't typically bake a lot with white chocolate, but I have it. I have cocoa powder there. I have baking powder and soda, which I need more of. But this is what I'm working with. So when I talk about staples in my pantry that are always there that help me with these shelf meals, it's going to be dried beans, some dried pastas and rices, and then canned items, so canned vegetables, things like that, but also canned tomato sauces, and then extra sauces, because that really helps me. So I always get my sauces on sale whenever there's a buy one get one free or something like that. So I hope that helps you. A lot of people have that kind of thing on hand, and there's a ton of things that you can do with dried rice and beans and a lot of these sauces, and we will get into that when I get to the meal plan. So that is what I'm working with. Let me know what you keep on hand that's a little different from me. So if you are new here, I'm just adding this in. We do have our can storage as well. So this is everything that we can this year. And this is pretty readily available to me because we use it so frequently. So we have tomato sauces, pickles, peaches, things like that. And then on the bottom, we just have some extra seeds. This is what I got for Christmas from my husband. It is absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to put that where it belongs. But right now it's living here. And then on top here is just some squashes that we grew that we need to get through. We have some extra seeds and then some cookbooks here, and that's about it. So this is included in my food storage. If you don't can, you totally can just go out to the grocery store and buy canned peaches and sauces. I just thought I'd throw this in here. All right, I'm going to show you my meal plan. Can we just give a shout out to the baby bouncer that I got out and cleaned? We got this from a friend. It was so sweet, but it's perfect to show you the meal plan. I'm sorry if you can't read my handwriting, but I am going to go over it. So this is from Clever Fox. I did a collab with them. That was one of my first collabs. I think you can find them on Amazon, but I love their planners. They have so many different like ideas and goal focused planners, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where I got mine. Anyways, I have the week of January 9th through the 16th, but it could be longer, so you never know. On Monday for breakfast, we are doing bagels and cream cheese. I like to make bagels from scratch. I let the dough just rise overnight and then I just make them. They're really easy. We always have cream cheese on hand because it's so inexpensive. For lunch that day, we are going to do cornbread and waffles with some crock-pot chili. And then for dinner, we're going to do loaded baked potatoes. So maybe some leftover chili. We have some bacon packs in there from all the salads that I get. I just take out those bacon packs and save them. We have cheese, sour cream, things like that. And then in my priorities list, I just put what we have on hand. So the meat this week we have on hand is elk We have 2 elk steaks and some ground elk. That was from a friend a while back. We have it in the freezer still, and that elk was found in the San Juan. So I don't know. It's like a different flavor is my understanding. I don't know because I don't eat it, but I hear it's tasty. And then we always have rice in there, like I showed you. And then the bean of choice is going to be garbanzo beans, and I'll show you what I like to use that with. We have pasta in there. Then we also have beets to use up. So we will be using that in a few recipes as well. And then I did a shopping list. So eggs, just because of the price right now, a 24 count at Costco, at my Costco at least, is $7.29, which is awesome. And there is a limit. You can only get 2. So we got 2. Bread, ? I wasn't sure if my husband wanted any. We got, rolls and stuff, but I wasn't sure if he wanted a specific one for his lunches. And then butter. Someone on here mentioned that Costco butter was a little bit cheaper. They're grass-fed, and it was. So we picked that up. Then just the classic ones, laundry detergent, dishwashing detergent, and then I needed some moisturizer. So that has nothing to do with food, but that's on the list just in case you were wondering. And then Tuesday, we are doing frozen burritos. We have that in the deep freeze. I make big freezer meals from time to time. Those are in my recipe playlist if you are curious. And then for lunch, we're going to do a hummus plate. So I'm going to soak those beans overnight. I'll probably put a little note here to soak the chickpeas. And I'm going to add half the can of beets in there, make a beetroot hummus with some lemon zest and maybe a little bit of feta, whatever cheese I have on hand really. And then I'm going to do a pumpkin flatbread. We have some olives, cheese, veggies, really fun. The kids love little hummus plates like that. And then for dinner, we're going to have chili leftovers. I'm going to make some extra cornbread waffles, which will be super yummy. And then Wednesday, we're going to do leftovers of any kind. Make sure we have a pretty clean fridge before we start any new meals. That is my thing when I shelf cook. We just need to get rid of the food we have on hand before we go making new food. I tend to make in large batches just because I am part of a huge family, but not now. We only are a family of 4, so sometimes I overcook. And then for lunch, we're going to do sandwiches and fruit. So I'll probably do, I don't know, like a cheese sandwich with veggies or something like that. And then for dinner, I whipped out my Grange cookbook. My Mimi, who is my grandmother, I know there are a lot of Mimis in this community here, so shout out to you, but she found our Grange number. So I was trying to pick recipes from the Grange that were from the Pennsylvania State Grange. That's like a farm cookbook, essentially. I mean, there's more to it, but I found seashell casserole. So seashell noodles are just elbow noodles, is my understanding. And then it has onions, peppers, tomatoes. It has some sort of meat, so we'll utilize some of the elk in there, cheese, and pasta. So it's kind of like a goulash, if you will. I don't know. It does call for celery. We don't have any. I don't feel like it's necessary in that casserole, but I'm going to make a small portion and serve it with some veggies, and we probably will have leftovers. I'm not sure though. Then Thursday, we're going to do some banana pancakes because we always have a lot of bananas on hand. And then for lunch, we're going to do leftovers as well. We'll probably have some more chili. We'll probably have hummus, cheese, fruit, things like that. And then for dinner that night, we are going to do the curry, rice, and veggies. So with curry, I like to use those garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and I just like to add whatever veggies I have on hand, some simmer sauce, and then I just put that over rice with some extra veggies. And then Friday, I got out another cookbook, what is her name? I forget, From the Hills, not Lauren Conrad, the other one. I feel bad. I forget her name. Anyways, she has chilaquiles and they're really yummy. But while I'm making the chilaquiles, I'm going to make some tamales that day too. And I will show you how I make that. But I love having tamales, especially for dinners and lunches. So I'm just going to make them and have them on hand just in case any of these lunches or dinners don't work out. And that is another one of my pointers. Make something extra or make something that is out of your comfort zone. I don't know. Sometimes I do like pierogies because they're time consuming, but I know they'll be eaten, something that your family will love. Just make an extra just in case any of these other ones are fails. And then do that when you have time. On Friday mornings, I have a little extra time. And then for lunch, we're doing chickpea or chicken salad because we're going to pick up a rotisserie chicken here soon. And those are $4.99, super cheap. And then for dinner, we're going to do some stroganoff. We're going to do some onions with that. That's what it called for instead of mushrooms. Sour cream, peas, tomato paste, and then it called for Longhorn cheese. I had to ask my dad what that is. That's Colby Longhorn cheese is our understanding. I'm pretty sure that, at least that's how he grew up. So that's a little different take on a stroganoff, but you serve it over noodles and I think it'll be good. We shall see. I'm going to put peas in mine instead of meat, but you could totally put meat in yours. Saturday, bagels and cream cheese. Lunch, soup and salad, just some canned soup and salad, whatever we can to get rid of some of the things on our shelves. And then we're going to do some leftovers. Sunday, we're going to do elk gravy and biscuits, just like sausage gravy and biscuits, but with elk. And then for lunch, we're going to have some leftover curry rice. And then for dinner, since we are utilizing our rice, I'm going to make arancini, whatever you want to call it, fried rice balls, essentially with some cheese. We have some bruschetta in the freezer, and we have some cans. So I'll probably whip out the canned bruschetta and serve that over some homemade bread. And we're just going to do some salad and keep it light. So this is the meal plan. We'll see if we stick to it. Sometimes it's good to have a plan, especially when you're shelf cooking, but it is nice to take an inventory from time to time and work with what you have. So I'm happy I went through to see what's expiring or something maybe that we have a lot of. Alrighty, my friends, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed all of this information. Again, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Stop by to say hi. Let me know if you are shelf cooking as well, or maybe how long you've been doing it, because this is not a new thing, especially for me. So let me know some ideas that you may have in the comments, and I will catch you on the next one. Stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye, y'all.